wondered how to get the swipe up feature on Instagram without having 10K followers? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can get around that and actually get the swipe up feature on Instagram without having 10K followers. So stay tuned because I'm going to give you 4 different examples for you that you can actually use. So example 1, let's say you want to sell or promote your product or service. What you're going to do is you're going to go into the nifty little tool I like to use for all my graphic designs, Canva, and you're going to go to the story option. And those dimensions are because that's what's going to be for IGTV, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to either A, make like a text on there, B, put an image on there, C, make it a short little video clip. Now the thing is, it has to be at least a minute long. At least. It can be a minute to 10 minutes long because it's going on IGTV. And then up in the upper left hand corner, you're going to put a click here with an arrow pointing because you want to make sure people are clicking the drop down. So if you chose a text or an image graphic, you'll want to turn it into an animation because you'll want to turn it into a longer video, because remember, IGTV videos have to be at least a minute long. So turn it and pick an animation you want. Once you've created that design in Canva, alright, so now that you've made that little animation clip, you'll want to make sure you download it as an MP4 video file, because what you're going to do is you're going to open up InShot, add that little clip that you just made, and then what you want to do is you want to make it longer. See how it's only 5 seconds long? You'll scroll over to duplicate, duplicate, duplicate until it's a minute long. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your Instagram account and you're going to actually upload it to IGTV. And when you upload it, you'll actually fill in the description like you would a regular feed post on Instagram. Except the thing is you will put the URL description inside the description, which is super cool because on Instagram you can't put links anywhere other than the Instagram bio, but on IGTV you can put a clickable link. Before I publish, I actually don't share it to the feed because it's a minute clip and it's just promoting the product, and I don't do that. But that's up to you. If you want to share it to your feed, you can do that. So then you'll actually go to your story, create a story about the product, and in the upper corner, on the upper bar, you'll see a little link sign, and what you'll do is you'll simply link it and you'll add it to the IGTV video that you uploaded. And then you will have the swipe up feature. So if someone's watching your story and they're like, oh my gosh, this product looks so cool, I'm gonna swipe up to go see it, then they'll swipe up to that IGTV page with that huge click here button. So they'll click here and click that link directly to it. How cool is that? Alright, so that's just one way to do it. Alright, the second way you can do it. So let's say you are making this is for YouTubers. If you are a YouTuber or if you want to be on YouTube, then this is going to be an option for you to promote your videos. What you'll do is you'll download your YouTube video. You can either go into the back office of your YouTube creator account and click the download option, or I simply, when I edit my video on my computer, I actually make a snippet on my video editor that I use Screencast-O-Matic, and from there I can simply just actually upload it straight to my Google Photos or my Google Drive, because both are hooked up to my phone, which is so convenient. I use Google for everything. That's how I easily go between photos and videos without keeping all that storage on my phone. And then I would open my InShot app and I would go in and edit it there. Maybe I would add some text, or I might add some other graphics or other things that I want to incorporate in the video that'll make it really interesting to watch. Now what I first did, if you look at my older videos, I actually would go into InShot and add the text right above it and right below it, okay? But what I started doing is going into Canva, and I actually have an already done template for myself that I've messed around with, and I have a couple different designs, and I've kind of stuck with one lately, the turquoise one. And I'll literally have the template done, so every video I just go in, change the upper text and the lower text, and then I download it and I upload it to the InShot app, which makes it really easy for the background. And then on top of that, when I upload it to IGTV, it's a cover photo already. So then what I'll do is, once I'm done finishing in InShot editing it, I'll download it, upload it to IGTV. I will actually add the cover photo from Canva that I did, so it's more presentable, because my YouTube video, I'm actually share this one to my feed because I have a cover photo and because a lot of people are going to see it more so than just on the IGTV, because when they come to your home feed, it'll be there because people might not click off and go see the IGTV. And when you upload that video, you go to the description and you want to make sure you add the URL to the YouTube video, so when people land on it, they can actually click it. then once that is published, you will go make your story. So on my other channel, the Christina Spohr, I actually made a video talking about how to promote your videos on Instagram stories, which gives you fun ways, especially for YouTubers, to edit and clip your videos to promote them on IG stories. So I'm not going to go too in depth in this because I already made a whole video on that for you to watch, but you'll simply make yourself a video or upload a snippet of it to your stories, and then you'll click the link in the upper bar, and then you'll actually add it to the IGTV. You can never forget to link it because that's how people get the swipe up. Then they'll be able to go to that YouTube video that you did. The third way that you can actually get the swipe up feature and use the swipe up feature, an example, is going live on Instagram. People are underutilizing, this is underutilized, I don't think I'm saying that right, but it is not used and not leveraged a lot because I did not leverage it. And once I started leveraging and using it, it actually kind of changed the relationship I had with a lot of my followers and the community, and I became actually a lot closer with them because they were actually messaging me or commenting on those videos, because the people who watch those lives are people who want to hear from you, who like your content, okay? And sure, starting out, you're not gonna have thousands and thousands of views. You may have that one loyal watcher, 3, 2, 4, whatever it is. Keep doing it and don't stop. So what you did is you took the time to make an IG live, and it was actually very beneficial, and you know that for your audience to rewatch it, they would love to see it, especially those who maybe were working or weren't on at the time and missed it. So what you'll do is you'll make sure you save it to IGTV. So make sure you do not delete it. You want to save it so it uploads to IGTV. Then you have that video there. I like to share my lives to my feed as well. And what I'll do is in the description, I'll go in and add a link to whatever relevant I talked about. It could have been a few different things I talked about. It could have been one major thing I talked about. And whatever it was, I would put links in that description so people can click to whatever it is I was talking about in that live. And then I would go make a story. And that story would be something, a little snippet or a little bit information or even a text graphic, whatever it is about that live. And then I would hit the little link button, link it to that live, and then I would have that swipe up feature for people to go to watch that live, and as also have the resources and click the links in the description. So the fourth option is going to be for people who don't have a YouTube channel yet and don't really have longer forms of content. And if you want to create longer forms of content but don't necessarily want to go live all the time and actually have a video that you pre-record and edit, which like I've talked a lot about InShot, and I'm actually going to make a video on this channel about how to edit videos on InShot. And let me check real fast. I think I'm doing that next week. What I have planned is how to edit Instagram Reels on InShot. But you know what? I think I'm going to incorporate how to edit video on InShot, because I think that would be very beneficial for you, especially if you're doing longer forms. But while you're watching this, please let me know below which video you'd be more interested in seeing next week. So like we talked about, you edit your video in the InShot and make it a little more interesting, maybe adding certain graphics or text or things that would be more engaging for people to look at. And then you upload that longer form of content to your IGTV. And when you upload it, you have that drop down link that we talked about, and you want to make sure that you add that clickable link or links inside that description so people actually will go to it. When you upload that longer form of content, I also share it to the feed if I were to do that, but since I do YouTube videos, I don't just make longer forms of content on there. I stay with YouTube, lives, stories, reels, stuff like that. But if you don't have a YouTube channel, longer forms of content are a great way for your audience to connect and learn information from as well. So that's completely an option. And I will say though, just as a tip, if you're going to be doing longer forms of content, I mean, have you considered starting a YouTube channel? It's another way to get seen. It's another way to get views. Sure, it does take time and it does take work, but it does pay off. If you love it, and I love making the videos for you, and I have so much fun doing this every week, and I love editing and all that kind of stuff, and actually presenting and getting better with storytelling and stuff. So that is something I love to do and I'm passionate about. But if you're not, then I would actually not do that. So I'm just letting you know, I'm being very upfront with you what it is that you want and don't want to do with your business, because this is your business. So you get to pick what you want to be doing, which is awesome. So then once you upload it to IGTV, you added your links and you publish it, then you'll go to your story, make a little snippet about it, promote it, click the link to that video, and voila, people have that swipe up feature. So you just got 4 different ways to have that swipe up. Now, what I'm going to say as a side note, you have done all this work, okay, for either 1, 2, 3, or 4, and you've taken the time to make these videos or clips for people to look at. And if, like I said, you make a story for each of them. And if you were to just make one story for each of them, I would say that is honestly a waste of your time. What you're going to want to do is you want to consistently promote that piece of content on a regular basis. You can spread it out over a couple weeks, like every 2-3 days or every week. You can bring up that piece of content you did, but in a different way. Because you can actually make stories in a text form. You can make stories in a boomerang form. You can make stories in a video, you talking like this. You can make a picture story. There's so many different types of stories you can make that make it look different for your audience, where you can use that leverage, that swipe up feature over and over and over again. And the thing is even if someone watched it and swiped up and didn't click, maybe the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 10th time they watch that story, they're like, okay, I'm really interested, I want to check it out, and click the link and end up buying. Who knows? Okay, it's about the repetition and seeing it over and over and over again. Of the 4 examples, which were your favorite? Was there a few favorites? Was there one favorite? Were all your favorites? Are you just stoked? So I'm very curious. Let me know in the comments below. Now I'd love to see how much you love this video, so obviously leave the comment down below and like this video. And if you really liked it, screenshot this and share this to your Instagram stories and tag me in it at Insta4BizTips. Alright, so I hope you loved this video, and make sure to check out these other videos that I've done on this channel that I think you would find really beneficial, especially the Instagram algorithm one, because it breaks down how the algorithm works, because a lot of people think it works against you, which it really doesn't. So when you understand it better, then you have a better understanding of what type of content to create and what you can be customizing to your feed a little bit more to see what you want to be seeing as well. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, month, whenever you're watching this, and I love you.